reach. He has studied jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai. Now let's go inside the cage where Jimmy Lennon Jr. is standing by for the introductions.
All right, fans, here we go. EliteXC presents light heavyweights in the cage in a special attraction scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing to you first on my left, he is fighting out of the blue corner, standing 6 feet even. He weighed in at 202 pounds. He is a jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai fighter with an MMA record of 15 wins and 5 losses. Please welcome the powerful King of the Cage Canada champion, introducing Travis the Gladiator Galbraith. And his opponent across the cage on my right, fighting out of the red corner, standing at 6 feet 1 inch. He weighed in at 203 1/2 pounds. With an impressive training background in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai, his record stands at 6 wins and 1 defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the dangerous young MMA sensation, introducing Rafael Feijao. And the referee in charge of this bout, Josh Rosenthal.
Gentlemen. Gentlemen, we've got your instructions. I expect a clean fight. Obey my commands all the time. Defend yourselves all the time. Touch gloves, go back. Let's do this.
Travis Galbraith, Rafael Feijao. And we are ready for action in Stockton, California. 3 5-minute rounds out of the light heavyweight division in mixed martial arts.
Ready?
That's 205 pounds. We begin. Frank, break this down for us early. What should we expect to see?
Well, expect to see Feijao come in with a lot of confidence. He knows that Galbraith's only has 2 weeks notice. He knows he's probably not at the top of his game right now. So look to see him come in with confidence. Look to see him come in with power punches. Feijao is really excited about his own punching skill now. I think he's going to try to win. There we go.
Hard not to be confident when you have the only man to hold the pride in UFC heavyweight championships, Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, and the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, Anderson Silva, in your corner.
Now this is where Galbraith wants Feijao. He wants to use his elbows right here, Frank, as he told us in our meetings.
Yep, look for some strange and funny angled elbows from here when he's off wrestling position. He's going to try to sneak in shots that we haven't seen before, elbows and forearms. And there's a knee that came around the outside and just about landed.
Is he strong enough to do that, guys? Because he was training for a middleweight fight, a fight at 185 just last week, had to put on weight to take on Rafael Feijao, who was a big 205-pounder.
Size could definitely be a problem, but I think he has superior wrestling, collegiate wrestling ability.
Guys.
Took this fight on short notice, only had really 7 days to train. Travis Galbraith, 15-5, 66% of his wins have come via submission.
And Galbraith will win this inside game as long as he doesn't let Feijao up on his head like he was getting there.
There's the elbows we talked about.
Is there any way to put the Boo-Birds back in the cage, guys?
Overhand right missing by Feijao. Now in the clinch, knees effective already.
Good exchange of knees, but I think Feijao got the better knee out of that one. This is a good takedown attempt, but it's all power. There's no technique in this.
Galbraith keeping this fight close to start, right on the cage.
Well, Galbraith said he wanted to suppress the action and dictate the fight no matter where.
Let's work, guys. Let's work.
And he also said he wanted to make as long a fight as possible. Now, I don't know if that actually goes.
Look at that. Beautiful takedown.
That was a nice thing.
Feijao standing up.
Watch his elbow, yeah.
There's that single leg pick here.
Galbraith not strong enough to drop Feijao.
But he's not using his hips. He's doing more upper body lifts and kind of drags. He's not really getting his hips underneath there like a traditional wrestling position.
Galbraith coming off a submission win in his last fight in June on a small show in his native Alberta up in Canada.
One of the things that really impressed me about Feijao was how calm and collected he was. Talking about fighting, talking about technique, and in the ring he's doing the same thing.
Double knee. Galbraith in trouble. Triple knee.
That overhand right was devastating. He hasn't recovered yet.
Feijao working the clinch. He drops Galbraith. Galbraith in
took 4 big knees after that, and he was done.
They don't call him the future of the EliteXC light heavyweight division for nothing. Feijao looking very impressive once again with another first-round victory.
And he takes a pat on the back by Anderson Silva. He looked a little like Anderson Silva in the clinch with those knee strikes.
Devastating knees. Very nice Muay Thai, devastating knees. Once he got the head control, it was all over from there.
And those knee strikes, courtesy of Feijao, those are the kind of strikes that can rearrange your DNA, Frank.
Rearrange everything. You take one in the thigh, you take one in the hip. Those knees are the hardest bone in the body. They're the most damaging strike you could ever do. And he was taking them right on the chin.
You can see Galbraith wants to leave the cage under his own volition. I mean, these are the heart of the warriors. He doesn't want to go out on the stretcher.
No fighter wants to go out like that.
So let's take a look, guys, at the end of this fight.
The big overhand right on the backside of the ear is what put Galbraith a little bit goofy here. And then Feijao with all the confidence now, just teeing off on him. Right hands, and we kept reaching up on the head. That head control between punches is what gave him the position to do these knees. He took a shot there, but it was nothing. Galbraith was already gone. It was just a matter of getting those knees in and finishing off.
That was the one that did it there. Frank, very interesting. Feijao, when Galbraith tried to come in, knew how to create space with a circle.
You saw him. Yeah, you saw him push him, forearm him away, and keep him at that distance. We talked about that when we were talking about training. It's overhand right behind the head. Those are the ones that make you dizzy. You can see the pain on Galbraith's face. That one hurt him. And these knee shots, a solid one hasn't landed yet, but all of them are glancing, and each one is slowly putting him further away. And there's a distance we talked about with forearms and elbows. He's keeping him right where he needs him, right at the end, so he can pop him. Look at that. He's using the back of his fist to hold him in position and set up these knees again. Bam! Those are beautiful knees. He was devastating from the clinch. Devastating.
Hats off to the fellow Canuck, though, taking the fight on short notice. Not exactly the most popular fighter to take on these days is Rafael Feijao. So Galbraith shows up, but gets vanquished in the first round.
Spectacular win for Rafael Feijao. Let's go to Jimmy
Ladies
Minute
and
Jr.
gentlemen, at the 3-minute mark of round number 1, a referee in charge, Josh Rosenthal, stops the contest due to strikes. He is the winner by way of technical knockout, Rafael Feijao.
Congratulations, Rafael Feijao improves his record to 7-2, and he's undefeated since moving to 205 with EliteXC. Now let's go to Karen Bryant, the third member of our team, cage side.
All right, thank you very much, Gus. Of course, I'm here with Scott Smith. Now, obviously, a concern of yours was the eye. You were poked in the eye. That's why we had a no contest the first time you fought at the end of May. How's your eye feeling? And also, I know after the fight there were some thoughts about your foot. You might have broken it.
Yeah, the eye's completely fine. It was a little blurry that night. It's been fine ever since. No problems. Went and got it checked out by the doctor. The foot, everybody thought it was broken. It was twice the size of my other foot. Went and got it x-rayed. It's fine. I took about a week off of running. Started running after that. And 2 weeks